Hey guys, so I already recorded this once, but I did not turn off my video camera and it recorded for like an hour and some odd minutes. And that sucked because then my card was full and I had to delete it. So here goes. This is the video all about kids and pets. Again, I'm no expert, but I've had kids and pets at the same time for over 3 years now. So I'll just share what I've learned and what we do in our experience. So what do I do during their alone time with the kids? The dogs really don't bug us. Sometimes they'll come and like lay by us, and then sometimes Cannon gets in our face, and you've heard me tell Cannon to be quiet a million times in videos, but for the most part they don't bother us when we're playing. If Cannon's being super obnoxious, then we'll just go in the playroom and we'll shut the door. It's not a big deal. I don't like lock them out to play with the kids or anything like that. How do we keep them from barking and waking up the kids? If they can see out front, then sometimes they'll bark if somebody walks by or somebody's like walking their dog. And in that case, I'll just shut the door. We keep our house open as much as possible, as the air inside your home, I believe it's 5 times more toxic than the air outside. So if you want to leave your windows open, you want to get fresh air in your house, air out all the crap in your house. In fact, the windows are open right now, so if you can hear birds, that's why. But yeah, you want to air out your house, and I'll just shut the doors or the windows, and that helps. Now when the dogs do bark, they're not big barkers, but when they do bark, it doesn't faze them all that much. Sometimes, if they keep going, like if somebody's at our door or something like that, then they go crazy. But they don't just bark to bark. They're not barkers, which is nice. I'm trying to think. There's something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember. Oh, because I already did this video once. I kind of think that they got used to the noise when I was pregnant. Now that could just be crazy talk, but they heard all those noises throughout my entire pregnancy, so I kind of feel like they were just born used to it. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's my own personal theory. How do the kids help with the pets? So Deacon does everything with us. He gives them their bones, he feeds them, he waters them, he picks up their dishes, he bathes them with us, he brushes them with us, he helps me make their bones, which I need to do some more recipes on dog bones. Yeah. Oh, and then he helps me too whenever we go, to the dog park or the river or anything like that. He'll yell for him too. It's cute. How do we keep them off of the kids' stuff? And this is cats and dogs. We provide them their own spaces, and that seems to help a lot. They don't really get on much of our kids' stuff anymore. The cats, we used to have a big problem with Echo sleeping in, and if you watch my videos forever ago, like when I was pregnant with Deacon, she would like to sleep in his changing table. So, and even in our old house, right after Drake was born, she tried to move back into that spot. And what I would do is I would leave a receiving blanket or a towel over, over it so that I could remove it and then change Drake and put it back down, just so it's kind of a cover, so I'm not laying the baby right on all the cat hair. I'd wash that pretty much every day, every other day, and then that way it stayed clean for him. And then when we moved into the house we're in now, we didn't even have it. Actually, I broke it down in the old house, and yeah, nothing else really entices them at all. Do we worry about bringing Deacon home? Not at all. All of their stuff was put up, and honestly, it's kind of like, people make a big deal about having baby furniture in the house. What are the pets gonna think? They don't know the difference between baby furniture and adult furniture. Doesn't matter to them. So just put it up in advance, let them sniff it, have it start to smell like your home. Not a big deal. As far as preparing them, we didn't do anything special. I think that they definitely knew that something was up, because I feel like your animals can sense your pregnancy. Now, a question that might be interesting to ask Candace, who is our adoption option, is how her dogs handled it, because they didn't. The baby furniture and stuff went up, but I don't know. Maybe they knew something was up. I'm not sure. That would be an interesting question. But for us, I feel like the dogs truly knew that something was going on. And then, let's see here. When we were in the hospital, they're like, here's a hat with their scent on it. You should take it home and let your pet smell it. we never did that. We weren't really there long enough to make it, you know, to have my mother-in-law come home and this and that. But she was at Deacon's birth. If you're not familiar with my story, my son Deacon is 3. He was born in a hospital, and Drake is 8 months, and he was born at home. So, 2 kind of extremes. But we were only in the hospital for 23 hours with Deacon, so I was scratching to get out. So I don't know. They were just excited to see us when we got home. And as far as their reaction went, Caliber and Cannon could care less. Gage was just, I mean, they were really just excited to see us. Eventually, they realized baby was there. Caliber and Cannon was just kind of like, whatever. Gage would protect him like crazy. He would just sit next to the swing and just protect him. And sit next to, you know, just be all over, but like be protecting him, just sitting there, guarding him from everybody. And that was cute. I don't know why he chose to be protective over him, but he is. Even now, he's protective over both of them. So as far as preparing them, really didn't do much. I mean, in the cats, like, I really don't even know if the cats know Drake exists, honestly. They just don't care. Do they have a favorite animal? It depends. Drake likes everybody. Deacon and Cannon bicker the most, which sounds silly, but they do. And then him and Gage, well, maybe him and Caliber. The last 6 months, him and Caliber have gotten pretty close, but it's sweet. He's like Caliber's little ringmaster. It's adorable. Thoughts on our dogs licking our kids? I don't care. No face, no hands, and otherwise, whatever. I'm not really a germ freak. Sometimes, but no, I won't give my kids, they've never had hand sanitizer, so I think germs are good, but I'm a freak, so whatever. How do we introduce them? I already talked about that. Do the dogs feel left out? We try really hard to ensure that they don't feel left out. We do a lot of outings together, a lot of things as a family, and get them out of the house together, and they love that. That's where they're the happiest, so we do a lot of that. Now they definitely, honestly, don't get the attention that they used to get, but we try. We do try. Let's see here. When will we let our kids have a pet of their own, and what will it be? What will it be? That's going to be up to them, 110%. I'm not going to get them something that I want. It will be whatever they want. I think the only thing that I wouldn't want them to have is a tarantula. Otherwise, they could have a snake or a hamster or a lizard. I think a lizard would be what Deacon would pick now. Yeah, it's going to be up to them, and they're going to have to work towards it, and they're going to have to take care of it. So I think if they're the ones to make all the decisions on that, I mean, within reason, then I don't know, I just think that would be a better situation. They'd take better care of it if it's what they really want and what they really saved for, or what they really earned, or whatever it may be, but I won't pick it for them. I'm pretty open. I'm not really, there's nothing that, besides the tarantula, I don't know. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. It would never be allowed out. I'll just say that. We have tarantulas that live in the wild here. Oh, you'll see them walking down the street. It's so gross. Ugh. And they're cream filled. I've seen cars hit them on accident, and ugh, it's so gross. It's so gross. Ugh. So let's see. How do we teach the kids to be around pets? Well, I've developed. I feel like all day long I just say, Deacon, be sweet to the dogs, be soft, be gentle. My saying that has evolved over time is give them loves, hugs, and belly rubs. So yeah, that is, I know it's so corny. My husband's like, don't tell them that, but it's true. You need to give them loves, hugs, soft, sweet hugs, not like, you know, suffocation grabs. I don't even know, but and belly rubs. So loves, hugs, and belly rubs. That's kind of a house dog rule. Now we do have a hard time sometimes with Deacon trying to, you know, chase the dogs, or maybe he kicks the dogs or throws something at them or something like that. So we that's a constant. They fight like they're siblings. Constant battle. but we're getting there. We're getting there. Loves hugs and belly rubs. And did the dogs chew on the kids' toys? Not as much as they used to. We used to really have a problem with it, and now it's really not as bad. They'll grab his toys and like run around the house with them, and sometimes they leave chew marks. Like we have a few plastic like golf clubs that they've chewed on a little bit, some bats, that kind of thing. So that's probably the worst of it. Cannon will steal, this is what I mean by them bickering. Cannon will steal Deacon's stuffed animals and run around with those, and then Deacon gets really mad at him, and that's where he grabs him and maybe kicks him, and that's where it gets kind of ugly, a little hairy. So that's probably our biggest struggle with all of that. But we keep up the we pick up the toys, and that's you know, that's probably the biggest thing, is cleaning them up, just not even having them available for the dogs to chew up. That's a big one. Let's see here. And then how do we prevent them from getting the dogs food and water? Like once the kids start crawling and whatnot. And I do not remember what we did with Deacon. Although he'll still get into it. Still. In fact, I'm at my parents' house right now if you haven't watched their videos. And Deacon was just, right after we finished lunch, I was cleaning Drake up and he was putting dog food in the water. At 3, we still have an issue. He knows he's not supposed to, and he had to pick every piece of food out of the water. But when Drake starts to crawl, we keep it pretty far from like our general living area, so I'm not sure he'll ever go that way. I'm sure he'll end up finding it. But if it becomes a problem, then we'll move it to a different place. Let's see here. Okay, I think that's it. If you have any other questions, let me know. And otherwise, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.